This is inspection, the exterior to the property. We're at the left-hand elevation. You've got a lot of problems with the caulking around the windows, and the caulking running down that window here and down here where you've got the expansion gap. The expansion gap's moving apart. That indicates a small amount of foundation movement. In addition, here you've got exposed post-tension cable ends. They just need to be covered up with a little bit of cement. You can see how they look there. It's exposed, okay. If it's not exposed, it looks like this. See, it's covered. I'm not sure if these windows are fogged. We'll try and establish that when we're in, or they're just dirty. Fogging is where you get condensation between the window panes. That leads to a sort of a foggy effect on the window. See here, big holes in the foundation, big holes in the caulking. Get it caulked. Tree needs to be cut down. It's attacking the roof. Now we've got a big tree in the garden here. These are not good. People love them though because it gives you shade. Just keep it cut back, don't ever let it get close to the roof, and that will keep the roots away from the foundation, otherwise they're going to grow under the foundation. Front elevation, left. More poor caulking, and we've got damaged screens here, up here. We're at the porch. A little bit of movement up here. See where the trim board has dropped? See where it was caulked before, and you've got a little showing up of debris, of wood, and we've got a crack here which is indicative of movement. We've got another one here, so there's a bit of movement in the foundation. Here we've got a crack over the door. Gutter is coming off here. Here you can see with the shifting foundation how the trim board is coming away and the door is coming away from the wall. And we've got a buckled board here twisted. We're at the right hand elevation now. Okay, here we go. This is what I was looking for. This is called differential settlement. So we've identified the settlement to be on the right hand side of the building. There's a little bit of settlement on the front, not a great deal of settlement on the rear, on the left, because we've got the expansion gap, so it doesn't show up in the wall. But this should be caulked, as it is at the moment. Water can get into the black. More movement in the window here, and here we can see the movement in the brickwork. Again, all these windows have got very poor caulking. No caulking on these boxes, they should be caulked. We'll come back to the pump in a bit. Don't know whether we got power on yet, so I don't know. Check that a bit later. Let's move on around the back. Now we're at the rear elevation. We've got problems with the caulking, damaged screen, and this extension is incorrectly installed. You want to take this down. You do not want to leave this here. I'll tell you why. It's actually attached to the roof, and in a really bad windstorm it could take this whole unit off, and it's going to crush the roof. It'll go up, damage the chimney, and it will take the roof out. I'll have terrible trouble with it. So get that taken down. Damage to the shingles here. Part of the chimney has come off. It's now laying on the roof. Chimney is in poor condition. There's damage to the caulking. So evidence of settlement here at the window. So overall we got settlement. It's probably because it's not been irrigated. That's pretty simple to fix. Light fittings like this should be caulked, and it's not. We have water penetration down here. Inspection. We're just about to get on the roof, and here we've got a little bit of tree damage. The tree's been cut back since it got across here, but it's classical damage of a shingle through a tree. Well, shingles are losing a little bit of the grit. That's an ageing process. There's a staple here. Just needs to be caulked. Preventive leaking in a few sugar holes there. Now, these penetrations, all three of them, will be leaking. You can see they've been caulked. That was an attempt to stop them leaking, but the caulking doesn't work. They've got to be replaced. Okay, you can see here part of the chimney's coming away. That's got to be renovated. You see it's all coming away around the house. It's just neglect. And then down here we have a missing shingle. In fact, we have 2 tabs missing, 3. They're all along here. That's wind lift. A lot of wind lift here. I wouldn't mind betting, if we look around, we see a lot of wind lift on this elevation. Actually, we have some hail damage. Yes, we have some hail damage. We've got a complete slope here with a lot of hail damage. I'm at the left elevation. We have missing shingle here, and we have a lot of wind lift damage, and also some signs of hail at this elevation too. And now we're close up to this penetration. You can see how bad it is. It's got lots of roof cement on it. Holes in the sheetrock means that we're going to have the possibility of a fire penetrating the wall here. We have a door. It's a fire door. Doesn't have self-close. Attic hatch, no seal on it, but it will allow fire to come through. And we have a water heater here. Temperature pressure relief valve doesn't work. That valve works. There's no safety pan on it, and it's not 18 inches above the ground, so that's got to be lifted. In the front left bedroom we have broken window latches. Another broken one here. No evidence, got dog's teeth in today. No evidence of a grounding. Some repair work required on the actual plumbing of the pool. You see we've got a leak around here. It's been leaking. I can't tell exactly where it's coming from. In addition to that, you can see the caulking around here is deteriorating, and that's deteriorating. Now the thing to remember about these pools is that this piping, this PVC piping, is above ground. It's actually designed to be underground and out of contact with UV light. And so over time, because it's exposed to the sun, it becomes brittle and can crack and break. It looks okay at the moment, but you should be prepared to have that looked at by a pool company to find out whether or not you really have an issue with it. Turned on the pool pump, and we're getting, well, sprays. This is intended, these sprays, but not intended to fire it all over the garden, as you can see. That's wrong. So you need to get some work carried out on it. The Polaris machine has sprung into action. That's a good news. Yep. That's needs adjustment. You don't really want it coming out as it is at the moment like that. So coping around the side of the pool needs repair. No apparent damage at the present time to the tiles. Now we have a skimmer here. But the skimmers are not running at the present time. Let's see if we can get the skimmers to come on.